What up, folks? And today, right now, as we speak, we're going to check out numbers to letters, a Java exercise done in Python. That is not correct. That's funny. I'm so programmed. No, it is a Codewars exercise done in Java, not a Java exercise done in Python. That is hilarious. It's almost like an outtake, but I'm going to keep going because it's funny. All right, numbers to letters. It is a Java exercise from Codewars. Let's get it. Given an array of numbers in string format, you must return a string. The numbers correspond to the letters of the alphabet in reverse order. A is 26, Z is 1. So backwards numerical placement, etc. You should also account for exclamation, question mark, and a space that are represented by 27, 28, and 29 respectively. All inputs are going to be valid. So with this one, you're going to get an array of individual strings, and you're going to convert these individual numeric strings to letters going through a process. Like, let's throw out some here. Like if you have a string of 25 and 3 and 12, this would be an example of what you would get. These are going to be strings incoming. So the numbers correspond to the letters of the alphabet in reverse order. So normally, a 25 would be the 25th letter of the alphabet would be Z, but it's in reverse order. So you would take 25 going in reverse, and really the formula is you take your input number and subtract 26 from it, get the absolute value of that, and that's really where you need to be in the set of alphabetic letters. What I mean here is, like with 25, if you do 25 minus 26, of course you get a -1. You get the absolute value of that, and that's 1. So it's index 1. That's going to be a B, because if you have, let's say, the set of A, B, C, D, blah, 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 on and on, A is index 0, B is index 1, C is index 2, and so on, if you're looking at the alphabet in order. So a 25 would convert to a B via this formula. 25 minus 26 equals -1, and the absolute value is going to be your answer, which is 1 here. And you can use this method, this formula, to convert all of these. Yeah. So that's what we'll use. So I will erase this and dive into the code. And I think as I dive in here, I'm going to take some of these test cases because it may not be that clear, like what the heck is going on here. So grab a couple of these just to give you a visual of the conversion that's going to take place. Just put these like up there so you can see what the haps be. All right, let's expand this out, and I'm lost over here. I'm scrolled over. All right, how do I? Oh, okay, it's good. It's good, it's good. Comment these out. What you see up here, want to sort of highlight this. You look up here. These are examples of the input strings where you're going to get an array of numeric strings, and then you convert it to a string using really the format that I showed you, where let's look at 24. In this case, the 24, going to the formula that I was talking about, you do the input number minus 26. So 24 minus 26. That's going to give you a -2. Take the absolute value of that, which is going to be 2, and then you find the index of 2 in the alphabet. If I didn't say that before, it's what I meant. Where you look at your alphabet, A, B, C, D, 0, 1, 2. So that is a C, right? 2 is C. That's why C is the first letter there. There's your conversion scenario. So we got to throw that puppy into code. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. Of course, these are going to be numeric strings, of course. So you got to convert the string to an integer, then do the subtraction, then get the absolute value, then look it up in the alphabet index-wise. You can also do this by converting to ASCII, but we're not going to go that far. We're gonna look up the index in the alphabet rather than doing the ASCII conversion type of deal. Maybe you may incur a few more instructions doing the ASCII, and I just ain't dealing with it right now. So you guys can handle that. Show me what you got. But I'm going on this route. I'm gonna stay with this as KRS-One says. So really the first thing I'm going to do, really I already did the first thing, and the first thing I'm going to do in code is to create the alphabet as a string. Because I'm going to be the outcome of my little formula is really going to be an index that I'm going to use to look up the character in the alphabet. Got free-flowing madness here, folks. Always the throat clearing in the morning. Actually, I'm just going to copy it. Let's speed this sucker up a little bit. Do the jump cut, right? There's going to be my alphabet. And it's also said that you have to handle exclamation, question mark, and a space. So I'll put those at the end. And I'm going to do a coding consideration to handle these last 3 at the end. But for the rest, the alphabet characters are in the right spots, alphabetically. Okay. And I'm going to create a string to hold my converted situation. This is almost like an encryption type of thing, or an unencryption. That's the vibe I get with this particular exercise. Next, I'm going to loop through the array of strings, which is this. I'm going to loop through it, and I'm going to do a conversion on each numeric string. We are using the length property of arrays. Remember, when you're talking about Java, you got the length of a string and the length of an array. Length of an array is a property. Length of a string is a method. So if you're going to get the length of a string, you're going to use parentheses. The length of an array, no parentheses. That's a thing to remember when you're dealing with basic Java stuff. Foundations, my people, foundations. All right. Somebody count how many times I say all right in these videos. It's like thousands. You do an all right drinking game. Probably not going to be drinking when watching these videos, though. All right. There it is. Once again, all right. It's a tick. I'm going to do a conditional in the body here where I'm I'm going to say if the value of the numeric string is less than 27, I'm going to do conversion a certain way. If it is greater than or equal to 27, I'm going to do it a different way, where I'm going to handle the letters one way, and then I'll handle the other characters another way. So I'm going to differentiate via a condition. I'm going to say this is the conversion of the numeric string to an actual integer. And I'm going to say if that string converted to an integer, if its value is less than 27, I'm going to handle the conversion a certain way. And I'm going to copy and paste here to reduce some typing. There's my conversion formula in code that I was showing you before in drawing, where really you look from the inside out, like I've said before with these, where it's going to be, first of all, what is index? Well, I am getting one of the numeric strings, like one of these, that's what ARR index I is. Then I'm converting it to an integer. So the 24 becomes an actual integer, not a string. And then once I do the conversion, I'm subtracting 26 to get it to its reversed alphabet index. And in this particular case, it would be a -2. I'm getting the absolute value of that -2, converting it to 2, and then, as a final step, I'm looking up that 2 in the alphabet, where charat is really indexing a character in the string. In this specific case, I'm indexing character at index 2, 0, 1, 2. That's going to be the C. So there's an example of what this syntax means. And there we go. That's how I'm going to handle all the letters. Now, with an else, I'm going to handle all those 3 other characters, not all of them. It's not that many. All right, on this one, yeah, I'm getting the index, or I'm getting the numeric string, converting it to an integer. Then I'm going to go on -1, because that's going to be the correct index. So let's look at an example where Z is index 25 in this array. Let's look at the exclamation. Exclamation is 26, index 26. But the instructions say that the exclamation point will be 27 when you see it as a numeric string. It's going to be 27. Question mark 28 space 29. So looking at the particular case of the exclamation point, it's going to come in as a numeric string of 27. I'm going to convert that to an integer, -20. Actually, I'm down here, screwing myself up. I'm going to convert it to an integer and do a -1 to make it 26. And then when I look it up in the string, it's the right one because it's 26. So that -1 is going to sort of offset it to the correct index in my crafted alpha string. Good, good. I know you're good. And that's all, folks, as Porky Pig would say. So return my converted. You know, we pretty much out. That's going to do the conversion, and didn't really bring up the fact that for each character I get, I'm concatenating it to my new converted string, and then I return that string. Returned. I've returned. You haven't learned. It seems you haven't learned. That works. And that works. Seems like I have learned. So this is numbers to letters, a Java exercise, not a Java exercise done in Python, a Java exercise done on the website codewars.com. That's it for me. I'm out of here, and you're out of here too. See you on the next video. Catch y'all soon, very soon in fact. See y'all later.